It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Tsh, da, 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 da. Di, da, di, di, da, di, di, da, 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 da. Di, da, di, li, da, di, li, di, da. Di, da, di, li, di, da, di, li, 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 da, di, di, da, di, di, da, di, di, da.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
What up, Roundup gang? Today we have something very special. I know it actually has not been very long since we talked about Preston's customs and his Woody head, but we have version 3 and they have come very quick. This man has partnered with Today I Grew Up, David, as you may know him, some of you. Who better to give someone advice on making the most accurate Woody than Today I Grew Up himself? Great partnership, and they have been able to do something very special. Preston is very talented when it comes to these toys, and you'll see here in a moment the improvements have come very fast. We're going to see how this compares to version 2. I gave that one an 8 out of 10. Let's see if this one's any better. The two things were that it was too big and the lines weren't crisp. Not huge, so an 8 out of 10, 1 point deduction for each criticism that I had. And then, as you can see, I have two awesome Metacom Woodies, one custom, one stock Gen 3. We're gonna put the head on it because yes, this was specially made for Metacom. No one has ever before made a custom head specific to fit on the Metacom mechanism. Before we dive in, please remember, subscribe, ring the bell, and like this video so you don't miss any videos, especially if you like content like this, not just of Toy Story, but for collecting in general. We do a lot more collecting of a lot of different franchises than just Toy Story. So if you're into collecting in general, hit subscribe. Don't forget, we do have a store partnered with Nikolai Tedeschi, collectorstoychest.shop. Check out the merch there. We got the Cinema Toy Box, the Gauntlet shirt, if you know, you know. And for anyone who just likes collecting in general, boom, Collector Never Stops Collecting. Also has the logo in the back, nice little touch. And of course we have Eat, Sleep, Collect. Can't go wrong there. Boom. Rep the motto. Make sure you get these shirts for your next toy convention so that people know you live and die by the collector's motto. Let's get into it. If you look, here we have version 2. I did cut a piece off here at the bottom, normally for the zip tying on a Thinkaway Toys Woody. I was originally going to put this on a Metacom, but I decided not to, especially finding out there was a version 3 specifically for Metacom. So why mod this to Metacom when there's one specifically for it? Plus the head, as you remember from my previous video, was too big. So let's get into it here without further ado. Once again, beautiful touch of detail here. We have the certificate of authenticity. Can't go wrong there. Toy Story 3 toys kind of made this a staple in the Toy Story toy line, and Preston continues that fantastic tradition with his own certificate. This is legit. He's got his logo there. Very nice. So let's put that aside here. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah. Nice little upgrade we have also seen is the bag is now colored when before it was black and white. There it is. Very well packed. We have bubble wrap around the outside, and bubble wrap on the inside. I could feel it. There it is. Very nice. Let's open this up. Oh yeah. Let's see. Okay, we got nice, absolutely fantastic packing. You can assure that the chances of things getting damaged is going to be very minimal in the way that this is packaged, which is always nice. So ship with confidence. See, this is the head. We'll put that aside here. Let's look at the hands. Ooh. Oh my Lanta. Freaking fantastic. Hold up. I already see a big improvement here. Let me look. Okay. Let's open these bad boys up. Preston, you madman. This is so cool. Okay, let's take a look at this. We can get these out. Good Lord. All right. Boom, boom. Get it out. Bam. Okay. Wow. Look at these hands. We got the rubber inserts so that they fit nicely on the ball joint for Metacom. And let me just have a close look here. Oh my goodness, so much smoother. I don't know if it's because of the machine or if he upgraded his machine. I'm not sure, but it is so smooth when compared to these hands. And as you can see, much, much smaller hands in general. You know, I had mentioned there was a few little rough surfaces here on the hands. Not a big deal. It really didn't matter. But completely fixed on here. These are smooth, beautiful, beautiful hands. Good color too. It looks like you retained the same color from what I see. Absolutely fantastic. We'll compare this to the Seed Toys hands here. Much more similar in size. Looks like still a tad bigger, but this is meant to be in between as far as smaller, but not completely in the scale of, say, a Thinkway Toys hand. So there are the hands. And for the part that we're all most excited about, especially myself, let's see the head here. Here it comes. Oh my God. Wow. Just looking at this thing upside down, yeah, that looks pretty freaking sweet. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Okay. Let's do a little comparing here. So here are the two heads. Version 2, version 3. Right off the bat, as you can see, this is going to be a lot shinier, which, you know, Toy Story 1, you could say he did have a shiny head. But I think we've all come to be accustomed with the more matte look and come to enjoy the matte finish better, especially Toy Story 2 on, and especially Toy Story 4. You could tell this is the type of finish his face had. Now, this is meant to be a Toy Story 2 head, so we don't want to compare it too much to Toy Story 4. That's not what this head is, but wow, that finish is just blowing me away right now. Because of the matte finish, the details in the lips seem to be popping out a lot more. I also see the eyes are glossier, big times, much glossier eyes on the version 3. And wow, let's look at this here. I can see a scale difference. It's not massively smaller. In fact, is it smaller? A little? Is this a smaller? Is it? Okay. I guess it is a little bit smaller. Am I seeing this right? Does this look smaller? Yes. Okay, from the top of the head, I could tell it is smaller. Yes. Again, Preston did say it's not meant to be a drastic decrease in size. It's meant to be in between a Thinkway Toys head and this. And I think it looks like to me that he did, in fact, make that happen. We'll see how the hats fit. You know, the hats do tend to fit different on the different size head, so that'll be a good determining. It seems like the brown is nicer on here. It's got a little bit more reds, which does make it pop a lot more. The lines, you know, still could use a bit of a crispness to it. And my personal preference, I'm not going to judge his head on my personal preference here, as I do like the lines to be a little bit more bright and vibrant, similar to how the Medicom Woody head and Sea Toys head looks. But that's a personal preference. So again, I can't really mention or count that against him for me just personally liking vibrant hairlines. Let's look at these. Holy guacamole. The eyebrows are so crisp. So you gotta look at them from above. Hopefully you can see this. Squared off, so much nicer. I mean, my goodness, Preston, this is... I mean, wow. It's such a massive improvement. I'm extremely freaking impressed, dude. Let's bring out a Medicom head so we can actually take a look at a stock Medicom, because we've compared it to V2. Clear improvement. I mean, it's just, yeah, absolutely clear improvement. Some little tolerances here. You know, there's a little bit of a gap. So small, though. Those type of improvements can come in time. Not a big deal. I love this matte finish. Good freaking Lord. It's got a good weight to it. I don't know why, but it seems heavier than the other one. We have a stock Medicom Woody head, and my goodness here. I mean, this head, V3, is so good. It really makes the Medicom Woody head look nothing like the film head. Plus, I always thought Medicom's face looked a little scary and bug-eyed. You can see the brown is a lot more reddish and bright here on V3, closer to Medicom, certainly. Here's V2. This was a little bit dull. Now his brown is a lot more rich, got a little bit of reds in there to be similar to Medicom, and honestly, in my opinion, more similar to the movie. So you can see here the size of the head is still bigger than the Medicom head, so hopefully it still looks good on the body. My personal preference would be that it would be this size, but Preston is, you know, keeping things simple. You know, he kind of wants something that's going to be a good fit for both Medicom and Thinkway, and so that's why he landed with this, somewhere in the middle. This matte finish is freaking gorgeous. Wow. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to say about this head. This is my honest opinion. Preston, if you're watching this, I am shocked at the improvements on this. The matte finish, I didn't even know that was going to be something that was rolling out on version 3. So seeing the matte finish here in person, I'm like, wow. I didn't realize how much of an improvement that alone could make. I gave the version 2 a 8 out of 10, and I would say I was being pretty fair. I only had 2 complaints, too big and hairlines not very crisp. Here, we've shrunken this down, made massive improvements to the eyes, the skin, everything. My God. Here's what I'm going to say about this head. Preston, if you're watching this right here, and I got to be honest, all the complaints that I have pretty much been completely rectified. Would I prefer this, like umber, burnt umber, I don't know what you want to call that, color for the lines? Yes, but that's a personal preference. I cannot fault you for that. I do understand you're going to get a machine to make the lines more crisp. Can't remember what it's called. I think these lines on this would make this an absolute 10 out of 10. So that's why I have to say 9.5. It's between 9 and 10. I mean, it's just right there. Not that it needs to be perfect, everyone. Nothing in life is perfect, to be quite honest. Let's be honest here. Nothing in life is perfect. People are always going to have their personal preferences or see things a little bit differently. But to me, this is what perfect looks like to me. Absolute massive leap forward than this, and this was already amazing to begin with. So, and actually before I do that, let's do the hat test. So here is what how the hat fits on version 2. Okay, not bad. Here's how it fits on Metacom Woody. Oops. And let's see how this fits on version 3. Oh, yeah. That's real nice. Good Lord. That is awesome. Without my rambling, let's go ahead and see how this fits on the 2 Metacom Woody Customs that I have here with me. All right. Let's go ahead and put this head on these 2 Metacom Woodies. We have my custom Ragdoll. This is a Gen 1 body with the Seed Toys head kit currently. And this is a stock Gen 3 that we're also going to fit this onto. I'm going to go ahead and keep the hands here that I have from Seed Toys because the way that I attach them, they are permanently attached to the metal rod. But I might give these hands to, I'm definitely going to give these hands to a different Metacom custom that I have. He's actually was once my favorite. Now this one's my favorite. So let's take a look. Let's start with this guy over here. Boom. That easy, just comes right off. Maybe even a little too easy to come off. Oh, let's see if this... Oh, man. It's a little too deep in there. Hold on. Might be a little too deep for my custom. Hold on. Let's see. Let me pull this out a little bit. Let's try to get this in there. There we go. Nope. Ah, there it is. Whew. I got scared there for a second. I was worried. I was a little worried. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, snap. Whew. Good God, man. Good God. Let's see, let's get the hat on there. Let me look at it. Yep, that's it. That's it right there. All right, into video. I don't even think I need to put it on Gen 3 over here. This is it. This is the look right here. Brett, if you're watching this as well, we found your head right here, my friend. Version 3, look at this. You need this for your Woody custom. Anyway, wow. Yeah. This is now going to be the new head that stays on my Gen 1 custom. So again, this is a Gen 1 Metacom Woody. I've always favored the Toy Story 1 and 2 toy mode look as opposed to the Toy Story 4, which is what Seed Toys is mostly based off of, 3 and 4. Right here. So yeah, this is what's staying on here. And I do have an extra bandana because I like to actually attach it to the head. So I'll be doing that maybe in another video. We get that bandana on there and make sure everything's in the right place. I was going to put this head on here, but you know what? He looks so good. I'm just going to leave it on there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And well, that's going to do it for this video. Probably a lot longer than it needed to be. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you did. We do much more than Toy Story here, but you know what? Toy Story is so much fun, and if you're collecting toys based on movies, Toy Story is a movie about toys. So pretty easy to collect for that. And anyway, like this video, share it with your friends. It was absolutely fantastic seeing the progress Preston has made in such a short period of time. The advice that David from Today I Grew Up has been giving him has clearly, I mean, look at this. Preston and his father are going to have a massive, massive successful business. I feel it. He does take good feedback. He really does. I've seen it. We've seen it in real time. Here it is. Go get yourself one of these heads right now. What are you doing? And also get yourself some merch. A collector never stops collecting, because why not? And anyway, thanks again. We'll see you on the next video.